Good evening, viewers. We have Mr. Rajesh Agte, the man, a technocrat, a legacy, having the most wide experience in the machine tool segment. It's a pleasure and a privilege to talk with Rajesh Agte from BFW. Rajesh ji, first of all, thank you so much for sparing a time with us. First question, I would like to understand what was the last 5 years trend and how would be the next 5 year trends is going to be there for the machine tool industry.
Yeah, thank you. And looking at the trend, last 5 years, if you see the 2018-19 was the peak for the machine tool industry, and thereafter, because of COVID, we could not. Entire industry was affected, all across the world. And post COVID, we quickly picked up. Means before anybody could realize anything, we were already on the high curve. And it continued last year. Only the challenge to the industry was the bottom line was absent, more or less absent, and that was a bigger challenge. Last year we also faced the tremendous increase in the raw material prices and a lot of imports. So those were the challenges, and I think the industry as such, as far as this year is concerned, has already surpassed or is on almost near to the last year achievements. So as a trend, if you see, we are on the bullish
Right.
trends. You can say they are quite bullish trends. We have been interacting with a lot of MNCs to understand how would be the future. I'm not sure about the 5 years, of course, because that's a long-term scale at the moment. But if you look at the current next 1 or 2 years, whatever we are seeing and whatever we thought it was only a talk of China plus one, but I don't think it's only a talk, and we are seeing it
Getting into
actually happening. And it's,
Yes.
in my opinion, it's already shaping the future of our manufacturing industry at not exactly at the OEM level, but definitely at the tier 1 and tier 2 levels. And the entire MSME, we anticipate that it will really see a very big boom in the next 1 or 2 years because of the level of inquiries that have started coming in for exports and the overall industry. I think it's really very inspiring and encouraging. And we thank the government of India also, because it's a drive which many of us are not aware, but the entire government machinery is working for it.
Wow.
You will be surprised that I was interacting with one of the consul generals, and the entire machinery that is getting energized. So for all the consul generals who are abroad and representing our country, they are also bringing in a lot of initiatives, and it's very inspiring to know the entire government machinery working behind all this. And we are seeing it right now happening, and at this kind of an event, at Imtex, the yesterday's interaction and today's interaction, it is absolutely amazing, the response that is going on. And we are feeling the pressure now. Let me tell you, we have started feeling the pressure.
Okay.
So that's the trends as far as the trends are concerned.
Uh, Rajesh, sir, you have great expertise in handling OEMs. What exactly OEMs do expect, and what you advise to the machine tool segment in order to fulfill their demand?
Mm, as far as OEMs are concerned, we are seeing especially the MNCs, looking at Indian manufacturers in a very big way to scale up their operations and especially their exports to their other plants.
Okay.
And that's a very significant movement that we are seeing from the OEMs. Uh, we are seeing a lot of MNCs talking about supplies to their other countries from India. And that's a very big boost that we are going to get because of this development. There has been a study which we came across where even though the population and the working population in China is more, but as far as India, if you look at, the percentage of technically qualified manpower available in India is going to be the biggest advantage for our country in the next 5 years. And that's one of the very important factors why all the rest of the world is looking at India to be the upcoming manufacturing base for the world economy.
Rajesh, sir, skill development is the critical element for any business right now for the machine tool. Is BFW is doing something towards skill development initiative?
Yeah, in fact, we are very closely associated with it and with a lot of government initiatives as well. And we are making it a point to see that, we also look at that as one of our responsibilities. And so we are working with a lot of skill development initiatives of the government of India under the PPP and various other schemes. And we are working closely. In fact, one of the exhibits here, the 5-axis Swift, which is the largest 5-axis being made in India currently, is also associated with one of that initiatives. And it's a direct import substitute solution which we are providing to one of the leading association, I can say. I would not like to give the name at the moment because there are certain confidentialities in that. And but let me be very frank that it's a direct benefit to the upcoming engineers to get orientations and work experience on the 5-axis machines. So BFW is very closely associated with all these initiatives.
How do you foresee the future of machine tool industry?
Yeah, that was one worrisome point, for us when we were, looking at the future of EV coming in, and the limit, the slowly phasing out of the IC engines, and for maybe for generations together we have been living with IC engines, and it's being taught in engineering colleges all across and at various levels. So the mind doesn't accept such kind of changes which are extremely disruptive in nature. And so that was also a worry for us, but then we decided that we have to also expand. We have to look at it in a different way, and that's why you are seeing that the maximum configurations of 5-axis you are seeing today on display at BFW. So with this kind of technology being offered, now we can look at various other applications other than the IC engine. And that's going to be a very big initiative for us. And we are quite confident that, you know, we need not worry about only the IC engine. Because IC engine will not get 100% phased out.
Yes.
It's going to take maybe our generation.
Yes.
And we are yet not aware of the real benefits also overall. So it will take time. It's a certain phase. But by that time, I'm sure machine tool industry will catch up with all these different other initiatives that are coming up. So we would definitely flourish, in my opinion. But we will have to keep open minds, and we have to be also on our toes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for a wonderful interaction. It was a delightful evening talking with you. Thanks once again for the time which you spared from your busy schedule. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would like to thank Shirish, you personally, and Divya Media